Alright, so Sunday is fun day. Get to take the fun car out, we get waffles, we get bubbles, and we get fired up for a workout. I don't know how to put this camera in the car, but if you're ever tired on your way to the gym, that's one way to jack up your adrenaline.
What is this? You're looking quite crazy, but you're so cute. What is this?
Alright, so Saturday morning, Courtney made waffles, so we're living life right now.
Oh.
Salt and butter, of course, because Courtney's better the elf. But I'm training up her body today. Been up for a while, had a shake. Been a minute, so I'm putting some carbs in my body. See if I can go get a nice pump. Been training arms, chest, back today, so it's gonna be a beautiful day. Bodybuilding style training.
She's gonna be pissed.
Had a coffee this morning with Replenish. Loading up on sodium as well. And then I'm gonna take just pump, no caffeine, pre-workout. And then head to the gym and have fun. So, should I bring her in there with me?
Yeah. Bradley's wearing her winter hat. She likes hats now.
No, you're gonna throw that.
Oh, I'll take it.
Today. Alright, so we're in the infamous supplement pantry. Got all the good stuff up here, the special mushrooms to get me super locked in. Those are for earlier in the morning though. Oh no, don't put your hand in there. There's no caffeine, but you can have some pump.
She cannot have pump.
Why not? Good for her blood flow.
Oh yeah.
So we grow big and strong. Let's get that out of there. Alright, so waffles, shake earlier, couple eggs, a coffee, scoop of pump, and I don't know, we're ready to rock, so I'll see you guys at the gym.
Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Are you being shy, girl? Is it time for a nap? Oh, oh, oh. Ah, crazier! Alright, so the weekends are for fun. I get bubbles in the morning, coffee and waffles for lunch, and then a quick rip to the gym to get the blood flowing. Alright, so training now, this period at least, is a little bit more hypertrophy based, which is very exciting for me. I'm still not like obliterating a muscle, but within the week I'm getting enough stimulus to grow right now, which is beautiful. And I'm taking a phase out of all the isometric hold stuff for like a week or two at least, because it was honestly just driving me insane. I just wanted to get in the gym and lift some weights. It's been like 6 months of rehab and I was like, I need a break. I can finally lift some, so let's do it. So pushing it a little bit, see what my body can handle. Starting off with rotator cuffs and bent over neutral grip cable lateral raise. Always a mouthful. Little rear delts, warm up the shoulders. Then I'm gonna do a decline press, which is like a true test of how my shoulder is. So that'll still be light, controlling it as I can. Cable pull down, we'll move on to that right now and really just test how it goes. Pretty crazy. When I started this rehab, I was holding a fat grip. I wasn't even holding a fat grip. I progressed to a fat grip with no weight in it, where I was just like lying on my side trying to like get a little bit of range of motion. And now I'm using a 20-pound dumbbell doing external rotator cuffs. So we're rocking and rolling. We're getting there for sure. There's still a bunch of movements, like lateral raise and still some pressing and pec fly. Still super iffy on my shoulder, but we're getting there. Progress is progress. Hot as hell today because it's midday and I normally train in the morning, but I'm getting after it, so hopefully get a nice pump today. anyone has a better method of handing the weights to yourself when you're by yourself doing decline dumbbell, please let me know, because 60 pounds is easy to pick up like that, relatively, but as I get stronger, I have no idea how to do that by myself. I feel like grabbing a weight, like if I have 100 pounds plus, pulling over my head like that with one arm, a little bit sketchy, so taking tips. But 2 exercises, focusing on a controlled negative, especially on the press here at decline, trying to keep my scapulas retracted, elbows in. I'm horrible at that. I naturally always go like this, so I'm probably still fucking it up here. See it in the video. Elbows in, scapula retracted, and just really controlling the weight, keeping the tension where it needs to be, not stressing my shoulder rotator cuff or anything like that. So feels pretty good. Might bump the weight up a little bit, but perfecting form right now for my first time doing decline in a long time. Alright, the wrap on today's workout. Nice little bicep pump, arm pump there at the end of that. Feeling good, we're progressing. Heading to Arizona this week to go train with Justin, film some stuff for the app. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up for the app. A lot of crazy shit changing in the next couple months in general with all the businesses, so super excited. Lots of life changes actually coming. I'll keep you guys posted. But for now, we're just trying to get jacked. Sadly I got a weekend phone call today. Going home, I'm gonna try on my suit for the wedding, eat some good food, call it a day. So I gotta get the hell out of here, wrap this up out of the office for a little bit, and then maybe still some protein or some aminos. Try and find some carbs somewhere as well. Just looking for snacks everywhere I go, essentially. So yeah, that's a wrap on this workout. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. All right, so this is something, I'm not gonna dive deep into what I'm doing, but I wanna take you guys along the process of something we're doing for Raw, something I've wanted to do for a very long time. To start it off, I will show you by example some of our products. And you look at them, the Grithab, which is black, it's still the same label, but completely black. We have Seeker Stuff, which was supposed to be an LTO, limited time offer that ended up staying around forever. We have kind of the staple logo, Raw, like that. We have so many labels that are all over the place because we grew so fast as a brand, and we were essentially like a teenager trying on new clothes. Like, this looks good, let's try this, let's try that. And our business was growing so fast, we didn't have time to like scale back and take a look at the visuals and branding and labeling and like fine tune it into like a perfect cohesive plan where when you looked at our brand on a shelf, like even when you look at this shelf, it looks like it could be 4 different brands on there. And now that we're in like a bunch of retailers, a lot of products, in GNC we're getting our own wall. In Vitamin Shop we have our own whole like section. In our hometown store we have walls in other places, and it doesn't like pop out very well because it looks like they're all different brands. So I've been pushing really hard for us to be able to bring in a really high level creative agency to help us fine tune our labels, our branding, our mission, our statement, our tone, our identity, everything, so it's super concrete. Especially now that like we're getting new employees, bringing on new people and scaling at such a fast rate, I think it's so important for us to take a step back and really fine tune like what our purpose is here, what our mission is, what we stand for, what our goal is, and how we look and how we do it, how we act, all those kind of things as if you're a person. So that when people come on, they can understand our brand and they can transmit our brand to the world, whether it's a graphic designer, a content creator, or anything like that. You see a video, you see a graphic, you see an email, SMS blast, you see it on shelf somewhere, a promo, a billboard, you know it's raw because it all looks so similar. So I've been getting on these phone calls with this agency to do this, and I'm getting so excited for it because they're coming up with some of the coolest work ever, and we're not branching away from what raw is. If anything, we're taking the best parts of raw and we're just capitalizing on that. So instead of us being like a what are we, like bodybuilders? It's more like, who are we? How do we do it? You know, we support people who like train hard, who lift hard, who get after in the gym, who are their raw, authentic selves, no bullshit. You're constantly in this endless pursuit of being better and better. There's not a destination you're chasing after. You're just on this mission to be the best version of yourself, and you're putting in the work to do that. And raw gives you the raw materials, the building blocks you need to be able to level yourself up, the inspiration, the supplements, everything that you guys need to be the best versions of yourself. We want our content to display that. We want, when you look at our packaging, for you to feel that, for you to understand that. Our merch, when we come out, we got some new, better merch coming out daily, weekly, monthly, whatever the fuck it is. But we're fine tuning all that to look so much better. I think it's so important as the brand is growing to be able to have that like strict identity so that people just know who you are in an instant. You know, if you're scrolling through Instagram, you're like, oh, I know that's the raw video because they have such a consistent theme of how they display themselves. Same with labels on shelf. So it's very complicated because we have like a wide array of supplements, you know, like started with Raw Pre, which was like 50 milligrams of caffeine, super simple. And then Savage was like our heavy hitter pre-workout. And then we wanted to make a really fucking good pre-workout that was in competition with some other big ones. And we wanted to make a similar price comparison, but a much better product to that, which is where the Essential line came out. So we have Essential, we have Savage, we have Super Savage, we have grass-fed isolate, we have CBum isolate, different still isolate proteins. So how do we differentiate it on shelf so that you guys can see and understand what you're getting? I personally really want to grow our online sales. I want to grow our athletes, which we're signing a bunch of really good actually competitors this year, which I'm fired up about. So bigger athletes chasing after a lot of people, and that's to grow our online sales. And then we have GNC and Vitamin Shop, which is like the heart and soul of retail, of like true training. And then there's like FDM, the food drug mass of like the Kroger, the Publix, the Walmart, the Sam's Club, all those different things. So understanding what products go where, depending on how they look, the cost, affordability, the type of consumer in that place who's going to be buying that. Sam's Club isn't going to be buying a $55 pre-workout for Savage. They're more likely to have Essential pre-workout, which is bulk, affordable, it works fucking good, and it tastes incredible. Vitamin Shop, GNC specifically, sells a lot of really high stim pre-workout. So our Super Savage is in there. We give them exclusive flavors, and it does incredible in there because people love blowing their face off with this shit, and it's an absolutely insane pre-workout. So this is something I'm actually really excited about. It's a project I've been taking on personally for this brand, and it's gonna be fucking cool. You guys are gonna be fired up with what Raw is gonna do this year for sure. We have some sick announcements at the Olympia, some big names we're bringing on, some new labels, new packaging, some cool shit. I'm just excited to get back to what I believe Raw is. Just that idea of like the whole champion mentality, having no quit, being the best version of yourself, being raw and authentic, unapologetically yourself. So we're gonna be building that. Once it comes closer and I can actually share stuff, I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff. But I just wanted to not shit on our brand because I'm super proud of everything that we've done. Extremely proud of what we've done. I just think what we've slacked on is creating a cohesive brand that makes sense and looks similar across the board. So that's what we're working on now. And I think the best way to describe it is like we grew so fast, it's literally like a teenager. You're a goth when you're a skater, when you're fucking wearing Hollister and preppy, when you're kind of figuring out your style. And then when you get into your late 20s, 30s, whatever it may be, you're like, okay, this is who I am. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. I don't care if this sells better. I don't care if this gets more views. This is who I am, and I'm going to stick to that regardless of anything. We're not going to hop on trends. We're not going to do any of that shit. We're going to stay true to who we are, and that's the best way I can put that. And that's what I want more than anything for Raw. As we scale as much as possible, I want to maintain those roots of who we are in the bodybuilding community, people who train hard, get after it, whether you're a fucking mom who's up all night with her baby and then has to go to work and then still fucking kill it. You're fucking working your 9 to 5, exhausted, go do whatever. You're going to get in the gym. You're going to kick some ass. Big ramble, but I'm excited about this. So we're going to be working on this. Stay tuned. Some cool shit to come.